Hi, this is Karan Kundrra, and you are watching Connect FM Canada with Faridoon, and stay connected.
Karan Kundrra, welcome on Connect FM Canada. कैसे हैं आप?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're missing you here. I just got to know that you've shifted for your daughter, which is fantastic. You are proving to be a fantastic dad. और हमारे लिए आप वो कर रहे हो मतलब you're paving a route कि ऐसा this is what we have to do when my daughter grows up.
All right. So, Karan, any messages for your fans, Punjabi fans out here in Canada?
सत श्री अकाल मेरे सारे पंजाबी भरा भैन मेरे सारे ਸਰੋਤੇ जिन्ने भी हैगे ने I know you guys are having a fantastic time but thank you for all the love and चक दो फट्टे.
So, Karan, TIMG तेरे इश्क में जिस तरीके से रिस्पॉन्स इसका मिल रहा है, how does it feel, first of all?
We are out of we're just mind blown with the kind of response we've got. We're very extremely happy. We knew that it's a flagship show, and as Salman Khan bhai had put it, that it is the biggest show on television. When you have statements like this, he even gave his voice for the first few episodes, and the amount of promotions that happened. We never wanted to. Neither were we promising to be those big shows that are raking in numbers and everybody's watching. We wanted to make a difference. We wanted to disrupt, and we have. But we were told it's something new. People are going to get used to it slowly. So don't get very disheartened when initially it doesn't happen. It will happen. Trust us. We've done our research. But the opposite happened, and we are very happy.
All right, good TRPs. Considering that it's you have अगर आपके जैसे big boss होता है तो obviously उसमें एक expected होता है कि एक certain TRPs आएंगी. लेकिन shows में एक consistently अच्छी TRPs आना, what does it say?
Well, it says something about the conviction of the people who have come together and make the show. Colors, they wanted to make something different. The production house, Inspire Beyond Dreams, they wanted to make something different, which is not a typical show that will be viewed in comparison to all the big shows on television that are going strong and steady for the past so many years. They came together, they said, we will do it. We will come and make a different show, and we need to get our audiences trained into what they are watching. The audiences, they need to show the audiences that we can make different content. And hats off to them that they had the courage to do something like this.
बहुत बार क्या होता है कि जैसे one thing that was really heartening about you when you came out of Big Boss was that आप विनर नहीं हुए, लेकिन ये है कि फिर भी जिस तरीके से आपने एक ग्रेस दिखाया, एक you are enjoying yourself inside the house and even outside. जब आप देखते हैं कि that at times थोड़ा सा जो एक कट थ्रोट एलिमेंट होता है बिग बॉस को लेकर कि कौन किसको विनर होना चाहिए था, किसको नहीं होना चाहिए था, people they come out with opinions as well. Do you feel that maybe it's time to move on?
Definitely it's time to move on. For the contestants of Big Boss should end the day Big Boss ends. I've always kept this. आप Big Boss में जाते हो, एक purpose होता है, एक motive होता है, right? Every actor, every celebrity, every person knows कि Big Boss आपको क्या देता है. It gives you a boost in your popularity. It gives you a new life for some people. It gives you a certain perspective about how you are. Like, for example, in my case, people thought that I was very arrogant, and people thought that I was very gusse wala and this and that, and suddenly they saw the real side of me and they liked it. It is a gamble. You either make it or you break it. You take whatever Big Boss gives you and you make something out of it. You don't cry about what happened to you or what did not happen to you. But this is for the actors and the contestants. But as I said, I don't think that for the people who supported us while we were inside the house for those 4 months, 5 months in certain cases, we cannot tell them कि आप भूल जाओ, because who are we to understand their emotions? Who are we to dictate ourselves on them? This is my call. This is my decision. I have forgotten whatever happened or whatever didn't happen. I have moved on. It was a double whammy for me. I got my relationship in Big Boss. I got the popularity. I got a change in perspective through Big Boss. and I made the most of it. And my 1 year of coming out of the Big Boss has proven that I have taken whatever I got and I made something out of it. I also know people who do Big Boss, get popular, they become overridden by all the the natak that happens around, and then they waste their time. So
Right.
it's up to you.
मैं आपके इंटरव्यूज़ देख रहा था और हर इंटरव्यू में आपसे जो है तेजस्वी के बारे में आपसे पूछा जाता है, कहीं ना कहीं एक हेडलाइन की तलाश होती है. Considering आपका एक you have experience within the film industry and within the industry, that relationships जो हैं वो किस उनको एहतियात से रखना भी कितना ज़रूरी होता है. How do you manage to just have that element of privacy factor and the fact that maybe this is off limits somehow?
Yeah, I mean, see, again, it's very simple between me and Tejasvi. I am who I was when I met her inside the house. She is exactly who she was when she met me inside the house. We've not changed once we've come out of the house, right? मैं अभी भी वही हूँ. मैं जो मेरे इमोशंस होते हैं, जो मेरा गुस्सा होता है, मेरा पोजेसिवनेस होता है, उसका वही है. She's very focused. She's very to the point. We both are together. As long as there is no third person in between, nothing can harm us. जब हम बिग बॉस घर के अंदर थे, तब हमें नहीं पता था कि बाहर राड़े क्या हो रहे हैं. The only difference is कि हमें बाहर आके पता चलता है कि क्या पंगे हो रहे हैं. You're right. Every step you take, every comment you make, every picture you like or don't like becomes an issue. But that is only 5 or 7 minutes of our day. That's probably the amount of time we spend on social media. The rest, 24 hours and 52 minutes to be specific, is real life, where we're just a normal couple. Yeah.
Karan, we've taken a few fan questions. We'll quickly take a few of them. This is Alina from UK, Leeds. My question to Karan is, any plans on ever producing shows? Karan has a lot of knowledge about how the business works, and I think he would be a great producer. PS, love you as Veer and love you as a person even more.
Thank you. That's very sweet of you. We've had experience with production way back in 2012 or 13 when we had put Gumrah together. It's not new for me, but I do believe that natural transition towards production is extremely important for an actor. That's also what my dad thinks. But I believe that the day I am confident enough about the knowledge that I have about the stories that I want to tell is the day I will go into production. So I still feel that I need to be a little more. I need to learn a lot more before I can take that decision.
Great. This is Mona from Odisha. As an actor, he did OTT cinema hosting. What is the one thing he's not done yet and wants to do? And as he's coming back to TV after 3 years, so any comeback on OTT fiction and silver screen again, we desperately want to see him.
I've been asked this question a lot of times. Like, for example, I've done films, I've done TV, I've done hosting, I've done OTT, I've done reality, travel shows, everything. But that doesn't mean that I'm done yet. I would probably, I have my dreams of doing so much more. And it doesn't matter that अभी कर लिया है सब कुछ, इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि मैं रुक जाऊंगा. I have a lot more of me, and hopefully good projects, meaningful projects, especially like Teresh Mein Ghayal, where I got a once in a lifetime opportunity to play a character like Veer on a show like Teresh Mein Ghayal, which is disrupting everything and has been successful from the first episode itself. I I think this is what I've earned.
All right, this is Jenny from Valsad, Gujarat. Does he have any kind of regrets in life?
I have always maintained that we are a sum total of all the experiences that we've had. Be it a heartbreak, be it jo dhoka, be it good experiences, bad experiences, missing your family, whatever it is. Who you are today, good, bad, ugly, you are because of your experiences, because of the regrets or not regrets. So why would I want to change the way I am today by regretting about things that I did in the past? I am who I am because of that.
All right, this is Ramisa from Bangladesh. How Teju has impacted his life and vice versa?
I think it's pretty much out there, sir, how we've impacted each other's lives, and we're definitely not the kind that shy away from expressing, what it is. But a lot has changed in both our lives, and it's also because we're together. It's also because of the show that we did together, and we only gone upwards and upwards in our respective fields, and it's pretty nice.
Anjali has a question. He has never talked about this, but we really want to know about how he felt on attending the world premiere of Tera Kya Hoga Lovely in Ifi, Goa.
Well, I felt very fortunate. If he was a vibe altogether, a film festival happening in Goa, world premiere, the only film that got its world premiere over there. There was a film with Alankita Srivastav that we've done, which had gone to Busan, and me and Kubra couldn't make it to Busan, and we were so unhappy at that time that अरे हमें भी जाना था. So I think वो जो regret था वो change हो गया with तेरा क्या होगा lovely when it did its world premiere there, and Anis Bhai, who had worked under in Mubarka, he also was there. He saw the film, and he was so proud of us, So it was a nice moment. It was like a good feeling.
All right, this is Janvi from Gorakhpur looking at his crazy shooting schedules. How does he manage to remain charged up every time? Like, I've never seen a dull KK.
No, if you've seen me at home not doing anything, I'm very dull. but work is what I love doing. So if you love what you're doing, no matter how tough it is, no matter kitni darde ho rahi ho, but if you get excited with all of this, it's like going for your favorite favorite sport. Some people love gymming, so वो gym में बहुत खुश होते हैं. I love my work, I love acting, I love doing all of this, so I'm very happy. So energy यही होती है, घर जाके कोई energy नहीं होती.
This is Sandu from Pune. Karan's reaction on Teja's Khatro and her reaction on his roadies.
I don't think either of us have seen Khatro or roadies respectively. जब कभी आगे जाके टाइम होगा तो हम बैठ के देखेंगे कि क्या गुल खिलाया हमने एक दूसरे को मिलने से पहले.
Deepika from Chennai, what is the one trait that Karan Kundrra likes and hates about Veer?
Oh, I don't hate anything about Veer. I absolutely love Veer and my rendition of him actually. He's unapologetic. He's badass. He's fun. He's so much fun, and But yes, there is when I'm sometimes sometimes I'm when I'm doing certain scenes, there's this certain pain that Veer has, and Veer is 122 years or something. And sometimes I sit and imagine, before a scene, कि यार, he has had this pain for 100 years. How bad can it be? And I try to get that mood before getting into the scene, and I wish he didn't have that pain, but that is what makes Veer. So I love that also.
Tanya from Bihar, he has always welcomed constructive criticism for his work, but doesn't he think that sometimes people become a little harsh in the name of constructive criticism? Does this ever affect him?
See, again, it's as simple as when you go out and buy, say, an ice cream, and you've paid for it, and if you don't like it, if it's not up to your standards, you have all the right to criticize. It's very similar. You are giving us your time, your energy, your money when it comes to tickets, cinema tickets, or subscriptions, and you have all the right if we are not delivering. Some people sugarcoat it, and some people straight on your face tell you, Karan, you did a bad job. This is not how we expected you to be. We wanted way more, especially after coming back, after so long, this and that. All of this is something that I need, and I'm grateful that it's there. These are the people who actually care, and then there are others who are not going to like you. They will not. If they hate Shah Rukh Khan, they're not going to like anything that he does. Who am I in front of that? But I know this species of people. It's very easy to find out कि ये जो चीजें बोली जा रही हैं, ये नफरत से बोली जा रही है या ये प्यार से बोली जा रही है. तो वो उनसे मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं.
This is Vidya from Hyderabad. Does he have any plans of doing Punjabi movies?
I was in Punjab abhi thode din pehle, and they asked me the same thing, and I told them that the time when I had come to Punjabi cinema, the kind of stuff that I wanted to do, I was not big enough for Punjabi cinema at that time. So there was a decision, because it takes a long time. There's pre-production, shoot, post-production, and then promotions. One film takes about 6 months of yours, even if it's a small Punjabi film. I had to make the decision of whether I can balance it what I'm doing in Mumbai and what I'm doing in Punjab, which I thought was not going to happen. My aim was always to come back to Mumbai, become bigger, sellable for bigger projects, the kind of projects that I want to do. But unfortunately, the Punjabi cinema is a lot about comedy, and I don't believe that our culture, our language, especially the technicians in Punjab, be it writers, be it singers, be it lyricists, they have a lot more to show. There have been films like Ek Chadar Maili Si. There have been beautiful films, 1984. I would want to go back and do something like that.
You should come to Surrey. A lot of Punjabi films they're being made over here.
Yes, but there's a lot more to Punjabi cinema, Punjabi culture than just the comedies. वहाँ पे क्या होता है ना पंजाब में, I'll be honest, वो प्रॉपर्टी डीलर वाला हिसाब किताब होता है कि कहीं पर ये एक चीज किसी ने फिल्म बनाई तो वो बोलते हैं यार बड़ा अच्छा है. अब मैं बड़े लोगों को मिला हूँ जो कि मुझे आके बोलते हैं पाजी साडे कोल 1.5-2 करोड़ है, 1.5-2 करोड़ होर ले आवांगे, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਫਿਲਮ ਬਣਾਓ ਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ 4 करोड़ वापस कर दो. एंड आई वाज लाइक ब्रो दिस इज बिजनेस, दिस इज, ये कोई प्रॉपर्टी नहीं है कि आज मैं खरीदूंगा और मैं आपको 25% ऐड करके दे दूंगा. दिस इज फिल्म मेकिंग. सो दिस अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल दे आर वेरी इंडस्ट्रियस. उनको दिखता है कि फिल्मों में बहुत पैसा है तो वो आ जाते हैं. नो ऑफेंस टू माय प्रॉपर्टी डीलर फ्रेंड्स बिकॉज ऑल ऑफ देम आर प्रॉपर्टी, बट ये प्रॉपर्टियां नहीं बेच रहे हैं यार, हम फिल्में बना रहे हैं. So वो एटीट्यूड चेंज करना पड़ेगा.
नहीं, लेकिन आप यहाँ पर आइए, यहाँ पर खाना आपको कमाल का आपको पंजाबी खाना मिलेगा. मे बी शायद इंडिया में उतना अच्छा पंजाबी खाना आपको शायद ना मिले.
That's true. Whenever you're abroad, आप और मजे से खाना बनाते हो. Because you miss Indian food so much that you want to give the best.
Abita from Sydney, Australia. Ask him which one he prefers more, gang leader Karan or jailer Karan.
Oh, that's a good one. I think the jailer Karan had a lot of things that he had learned from the gang leader. So I think it is a jailer Karan wouldn't have been the way he is, the love that I got from everybody, from the contestants, the makers, the people, if I had not been a gang leader before and I wouldn't have understand what it takes to be a leader. And if I hadn't done Big Boss as a contestant, I wouldn't have understand what they're feeling. So I think it was a mix of both.
ये एक सवाल है जिसमें कि ये एक ओनरशिप है आपके लिए. सो मैं वन फ्लो में बोलता हूँ उसको. ये विशाखा हैं जोधपुर राजस्थान से. जस्ट टेल हिम दैट वीलॉग्स टाइम पर दिया करें. और वो दुबई पार्ट 2 वीलॉग तो अभी तक नहीं आया है.
सॉरी बात.
जल्दी वीलॉग्स दे दिया करो, हम बच्चे उसी में खुश हो जाते हैं. ओके बाय, टेक केयर, लव यू
अजी.
पीएस लव यू टू बोल देना. प्लीज टेल हिम ही इज किलिंग इट इन द शो एज वीर. But after reading the script and choosing the role, was he ever skeptical about being part of a remake of a show?
Thank you, Jay. Love you too, Ajit. And no, I wasn't skeptical at all. I knew what I was signing up for. Channel convinced tha, production house convinced tha, main convinced tha. We knew what we were making. In fact, it is extremely tough because आप कोई ऐसी चीज जो ऑलरेडी हो चुकी है और जो इतनी आइकॉनिक तरीके से हो चुकी है, it is a big gamble. बिकॉज इसमें ना कोई रिडेम्पशन नहीं है. अगर मेरे अंदर कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं होता या मेरे अंदर कन्विक्शन नहीं होता या इन सब लोगों का कन्विक्शन नहीं होता मेरे अंदर की करण यू कैन डू वीर, तो शायद मैं नहीं करता. बट इट्स आउट देयर. आई डोंट थिंक एनीबडी कैन क्वेश्चन कि हम लोगों ने जो हमने प्रॉमिस किया था अपने इंटरव्यूज में तेरेश मेघाल के लिए कि हम अपने अपने वर्जन्स कर रहे हैं और हमने किया है.
एविता फ्रॉम सिडनी, ऑस्ट्रेलिया. What is his views on his bond with Kashmir?
So Kashmir and me, we have a hashtag called Kashmir. We're poles apart. The way he approaches life, the way I approach life, the way he approaches his career, the way I approach my career, the way he approaches a scene to the way I approach a scene. We are poles apart. But the one thing that's common between us is that we are very, very passionate about the work that we put in. And what we are bringing on to the table for the show, and from respect, the relationship has gone into friendship, and so it's fantastic. We are two boys who are having a blast shooting together.
All right, this is Hey Karan. I'm Aditi from Pune. As you know, fans love making lassi VM and memes about you. So far, what's your most favorite meme?
All of them. I think it takes a lot of intelligence to be funny,
Right.
Especially memes. Hats off to you guys. इतना कैसे सोच लेते हो? Some of you guys are so impressive because I am funny and I have that sense of humor. But you guys impress me at times. What memes? I love the memes.
Vaishnavi from Pune, we know he has given all his love and time in making his new house as home. Just want to ask him how much he's excited to move, and will we get any home tour vlog?
When I was young, my dad he bought his first big house for us, and I remember I was little, 92 or 93, I think I was very little, and my dad had sat there and he told me, "Yaar, I wish my father was alive today." Because I wanted him to see this. I wanted him to feel this, the success, the comfort, the well-being. And I think for me, the excitement is not of me moving into that house. It's about, flying my parents back from the States and, giving them this house and showing, giving them that comfort. What my dad couldn't do, I want to do.
All right, this is Alina from UK. My question to Karan is, any plans on ever producing shows? Karan has a lot of knowledge about how the business works, and I think he would be a great as producer. PS, love you as Veer and love you as a person even more.
Thank you, and I love you too. I think we've already answered this question before. So yeah, just fingers crossed. Hopefully, jaldi ho jaye, inshallah.
Okay, this is, hi, I'm Jenny from Valsad, Gujarat. Any question? My question is, how does Karan balance out his personal and professional life?
I think it's as because it's as simple. लोग भी काम करते हैं, दिन में ऑफिस जाते हैं, रात को घर पे होते हैं. It's the same. Don't complicate it. So the more simple you keep it, the more easy it becomes.
Karan will quickly end this interview with a rapid fire. So if you can choose between two options, what will you like to choose? Lassi or whiskey?
Oh, depends on the time.
Chole bhature or rajma chawal?
I've not had chole bhature for a long time, so chole bhature.
What is your mantra in life?
Just keep it simple. Stay happy.
What is that your mother told you and that has always stayed with you?
Oh wow! So many things I've learned. So my mother is quite a woman. The one thing that I really learned from my mom was that whenever I used to make a mistake, I used to tell her to hide it from my father. क्योंकि वहां पे पढ़ने वाली होती थी. But she never did. She did not spoil me. She spoiled me a lot, but at the same time, she did not spoil me. And now when I go back and think that, no matter what, how much my mother, I'm the son, but she and my father were always on the same team. And, she's done everything that she can to bring us up. Even if it meant that, after taking a break of 20 years, she had to go back, give exams again, study again, and become a medical practitioner. She did it. And I don't think that's one learning, because she's made all of us, all four of us, into extremely strong people who don't give up.
How does Tejasvi Prakash's honesty complements Karan Kundra's diplomacy?
Oh my God. My diplomacy has been tested to its limits because of her honesty and the way she is. I think it's a perfect combination. वो बोलने से पहले सोचती नहीं है, और I have a natural talent of handling situations, so it's perfect.
इन फॉलोइंग लोगों को अगर आप एक वर्ड में अगर आप डिफाइन कर सकें, शाहरुख खान को अगर आप एक वर्ड में डिफाइन कर सकें?
शाहरुख खान वो मेरे अंदर है. मेरे अंदर का शाहरुख खान जागता है. That's and I've been acting for 14 years. It doesn't get bigger than this. Still, there are so many times, I sometimes see my shot and my director says, "Bhai, tu apne andar ke Shahrukh ko control karega thoda sa." That's the impact he's had.
Okay, and you've seen Pathaan?
I haven't, but I will.
Salman Khan, one word.
I want to be as cool as he is when I grow up. When I grow up. That's stupid. But look at him. Look at where he is and look at how chill he is. There's so much that I've learned from him. And I met him, when I went to promote Tera Mein. What a guy! What a guy! Love him. That attitude. I mean, he's happy. No matter what, he's happy. That's how it should be. He knows who he is, and he does not need to show people who he is.
Do you like Billy?
Yeah, I like it. But I also like Salman Khan in a very different way. I like him, when he's being himself and So there are, I would, that song from Tiger. I like that zone of his, that Tiger, and that larger than larger than the world kind of a aura that he has.
Do you think that Tiger 3 can be his all-time biggest hit?
It should be. Why not?
And Diljit Dosanjh in one word.
Vibe. He's vibe. I love Diljit Dosanjh. I've met him a few times, and he's extremely hardworking. It doesn't come across, he comes across as a very chilled out person. But I remember we met a long time back for PTC, and he was supposed to perform, and he's Diljit Dosanjh. He doesn't need to do anything on stage. He was rehearsing from, I think, 12 o'clock in the afternoon till about 5 o'clock for like a 30-40 second opening act. And that's when I realized कि हम लोगों को देखते हैं उनके सक्सेसफुल होने के बाद, लेकिन वो वहां तक की जो जर्नी होती है ना लोगों की, वो हम देखते नहीं है. And then we assume things about people. There's so much of hard work that has gone into anybody who's become anybody. That day I realized that it's natural. You don't see piche. You start noticing a person the day they make it. But there's a lot of struggle and a lot of hard work that's gone in.
Finally, last question. Importance of being inclusive for Karan Kundrra.
I know this has been going around a lot, and but it's a pity that I had to do something which I just I usually do for people to notice that there is something called inclusion. I am a Hindu who was born in Punjab, where Sikhism is the main religion. Born to a Christian mother, and who had prayed to a Peer Baba to have a son. And so in our music, in our culture, there's a huge Muslim influence, especially where I come from. We've not thought about these things when we were growing up. It's very natural for us to respect everything because they respect our things, we respect their things. हमने तो कभी सोचा नहीं इन चीजों के बारे में. मुझे लगता है कि ये सारी चीजें जो है ना, ये politically involved है, and it's a big theory, but a lot of people know why what is happening, but it should not be a question. This word inclusive should not be there. India is the country which is surviving together, growing together in harmony, is a part of thousands and thousands of years of our culture.
Fantastic. Karan, thank you very much for your time. Lovely talking to you.
Thank you so much.